following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. And that's me, baby. No, I've been feeling great. I've been taking my vitamins lately whenever I'm feeling unhealthy. My doctor says I've got more vitamin A than a polar bear's liver. So that must be a good sign. God, I swear. Do you understand the meaning of a closed set? The red light was on. Don't, Paul. You gonna draw down on me, huh? You gonna draw down on the bun? Oh, you think I got you, huh? You think I got you? Yeah, you know shit, huh? No shit, huh? Pick a different time. All right. Let's get on back. Sorry about that. You know how it can be sometimes when you got a closed set and people ignore it. Well, I think we'll get more into it. I've got a great story for you today. Now, we've seen the military fall back, push back, but we haven't seen something quite like this. We're going to be following some very fine boys, Captain Jack, Sergeant Wayne, and Private Leaf, who are just some of the finest sharpshooters and operators you've ever seen. And they've got a great mission for you all tonight as they raid their way into Louisville, hoping to find a zombie cure. Now that's a noble run. Go ahead and roll the tape. Hey, Private, Sergeant, come into the living room. Got a mission for us.
A mission?
A mission. Washington last gave us orders to try and find a zombie cure. Obviously, we've not been getting any orders since they last sent that one, but the orders still remain clear that we have to check Louisville Grand. They did claim that they had sent a shipment of, let's say, test samples there to work on a cure, and that some of these should work. They wouldn't release where they made that cure because, and I quote, they told me, "Shut the fuck up, it's need to know and you don't need to know." And then they just disappeared, so, you know, now I probably will never know.
Well, with all due respect, Captain, that sounds about on par.
Sounds about right for them, for Washington. Now, like I said, haven't been able to get a hold of them since, and that's not going to bode too well, but orders are orders. So I want you boys to go ahead and raid the fridges out of our beautiful little bunker. You know, I love that some of these nut jobs that were waiting for the end of the world went ahead and created these bunkers because they didn't get to them, but they left them for us.
Captain, where's the bar?
I guess this was a dry county, at least here. Maybe the McCoys didn't want to like, you know, encourage anybody to drink while they were in the middle of an apocalypse, which I get it. You know, keep a sound mind. I don't want any of you boys drinking while we're in the middle of the mission. If Washington isn't sending us any orders, they're probably not going to send me any of her people to replace you boys. So I'd rather.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. You can't get drunk and shoot people. This isn't
different times, Captain.
It's not the army. All right, we have to have a little standards. We can smoke while we shoot people.
That's just because it looks badass, though.
Yeah, it looks badass to smoke and kill people. You have a cigarette in your mouth.
Well, can't drink, I get to have some gum.
All right, because you boys done looting the hell out of this place? You gotten all the ice cream you wanted?
Yes, sir. The ice cream is very generous.
The McCoys actually really knew how to spruce up a bunker. All right, come with me, everybody. We're going to mount up. You guys are going to love this. We're going to have a little tour first, of course. Because we're going to be traveling a little bit in style. Now, I went ahead and I found one of these army buses and tricked it out some.
Holy hell.
All right, now when you get in, come on inside. All right, man.
That's sick. Awesome, MREs.
This is really cool.
This is going to be our transport base. This is what we're going to be using as a mobile fortress, at least for the moment. I couldn't find any actual military vehicles when I went and checked the evacuation point, so I'm guessing all the soldiers just got the hell out of Dodge and took everything, which...
I would too.
Yeah, I was going to say, that fits, it fits. But I did grab us a few, you know, amenities, as you will. We got plenty of MREs, a microwave, medicine cabinet, little mechanic box. Of course, we have a gnome, because we have to. You gotta have something to remind you of home. And home is where the gnome is.
I'm not a fan.
That's too bad, because you know what? You're just a private.
I think we're rolling in high class.
I think this is high class.
These are some spicy digs.
All right, there we go. Luckily for me, when I made the modifications, I didn't screw the engine up. I really don't know what the hell I was doing, but it's amazing what you can do with random bits of metal in a welder.
That's all an engine is metal.
Our target's going to be a little deep into Louisville, but not too far. Nothing we can't handle. Well, we've seen way worse. Oh, look, some zombies are just chilling. Maybe that was the McCoys, too. It would be, you know what? Maybe the owner of that bunker, the reason he didn't make it wasn't because he was an idiot. Maybe it's because he cared about his family. You know what, Private? I like that. I like that interpretation better. I don't believe these chain fences run all the way through, but maybe they do. All right, I think that looks like, are these gates? No.
No, this looks like some bombed out shithole.
Well, you know, it was a neighborhood once, Private. You're not from around these parts, are you?
I'm from way out east.
That's okay. I'm not around from these parts either. It is kind of a trash hole. But this was a residency at one point. These were and are American houses. Gotta have some respect for those that, hey, they gotta have some respect for those that didn't make it. Not all of us were lucky to be out east when the Knox event happened. Well, they really put these fences up. Oh, that's a pizza shop. Damn.
It was a pizza shop.
And now it's ruins. See, if we just had some wire cutters.
We just had some wire cutters. You're right. All right, well, if these fences run all the way along like that, then we're going to have to take the way around, unfortunately.
That mean we got to go through the trees?
No, we're not going to go through the trees. Unfortunately, we don't have the... If only they would have left the hardware behind for us to do that. We're lucky that we had that, we're lucky they let us take that APC in here. They tell us our mission's important, but they're keeping the spending as low as they can, and I think that's because they anticipate sending more teams out.
I hope that means we can get out sooner.
That'd be one nice thing, if that's how it worked. Hopefully we do get out of here. The not hearing from Washington is concerning me. Normally, they're up my ass 24/7 asking me what I'm doing and why I'm spending money and, you know. The bureaucrats want to know why exactly the budgets are justified. Instead of just letting me spend money to spend money, they somehow want an itemized list of everything we order. You know, they fought me on the gas masks because they were new.
They just need to send one reputable guy to come out, have a look, and then go back, and then it all become clear.
Well, the truth is they don't know how bad it got here. That's why they, I think that's why they only sent us in. But, you know, a three-man team can get a lot more done than an entire, you know, squadron of soldiers.
They think that we can come up with this vaccine all by ourselves?
No, apparently before everything collapsed, there was a research facility, which they decided not to tell me the location of, that had been sending, I guess, prototype virus vaccines off to the general hospitals. The only problem is that probably only a dozen or so of these vaccines managed to make it to the hospitals, and, well, that's a dozen or so zombies right there. And Washington pulled out of Knox County completely before it collapsed. That's a little bit of private knowledge that should not be shared with the public, but I ain't hearing from Washington. There may be a chance that there's no public left.
Well, my lips are sealed until we get out of here.
Well, the last message was halfly cryptic about what it wanted us to do. It mentioned that the moment we had a virus in hand, a virus vaccine in hand, that we were to radio for extraction immediately. And that's makes me wonder if somebody important might not have a vaccine or something got destroyed. Because if they pulled out before everything happened, they may have pulled out with infected people who they didn't know were infected yet. It'd be funny if hubris is the reason Washington fell, but it would fit pretty damn well. They probably thought they were being clever by pulling out of the research station before everything went to shit after they noticed the signs, but they probably didn't think about the fact that one of the scientists or one of the people that worked there is probably exposed to it, saw what was happening, saw the military leaving, and decided to stay quiet. Before you know it, you got labs all infected.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
At this point, things don't look good. Knox County was written off. I will say that. I don't know if we're probably not going to come across any survivors while we're out here. At this stage, there's more than likely no one left. Which makes the moral choice of our mission easier because the parameter was no survivors. Well, a lot of the specifics of the Knox County event can't be known to the public. The military did some questionable things while they were evacuating out of here.
When do they not?
That's true. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of a fight on our hands. Keep me clear while I get the road road cleared up for us. How's it looking?
There's a lot
A
of
little
them.
dicey, a little dicey.
All right, don't worry. Your captain's got you. There you go, see?
Alrighty.
You're getting thinned out.
Don't worry, your captain's here for you. You know, if I can help it, I'm not going to let anything happen to you boys. All right, how are we looking out here?
This to be mostly clear.
Private, go ahead and pull back to the roadblock line.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good job clearing out this area, boys. I got the roadblocks good for us, so we can continue about our mission.
Good job, Captain.
Hey, you know what? You guys did some work too? Here, hang on. Let me open the doors for you. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
It wouldn't let me in.
Sorry, the fucking handle on this thing's all screwed up. I don't think the doors are supposed to open with that much metal on them.
That's okay. We gotta work with what we got.
All right, we're approaching the evacuation camp. Now, I remember the radio calls when this place fell. There was a commander here who was calling out for help towards everyone, but they weren't getting anything. It's a tragic tale. I have to see one man kind of struggle with how do you get out of here and how do you save everyone at the same time. Last radio transmission was, I guess we're gonna go for it. So hopefully they got out of here, but it's concerning. Go ahead and hop in. Oh, well, we know what happened to some of the soldiers here, so I guess the military didn't get out all the way. I would say the soldiers probably gave their lives so the brass could get out, so there we go. Yeah, we don't need to waste too much ammunition here, Private. I know it's a little easy to get caught up in it. Target-rich environment.
I'm putting the poor bastards out of their misery.
I can appreciate that, Private, but that is not our mission right now. Poor bastard extermination is, that's the Air Force's job. Now, the refugee camp did not work out. I will say, based on some of the campsites, though, people were having parties. I'm sure a lot of these people probably happier to die with a burger in their stomach and hoping that the military would come versus crowded into a small basement with a can of beans while there's moans above them. That's how a lot of these people went out. Now, chances are, if there is a cure anywhere, they're more than likely keeping it locked up. Or, God forbid, they were experimenting on somebody. So when we get in there, it's probably going to be on the top floor. And God help us if they were working on people to make it. Washington did not specify if it was samples or the vaccine. They did say vaccine samples.
We expect heavy resistance.
More than likely. General Hospital was one of the main locations that was flooded with survivors in the very beginning.
Flooded with infected survivors, you mean?
Yes. At the time, they didn't know that that was the case, and Washington was slow on their release of that information. That and they had instructed people to stay home and lock their doors, and that led to a lot of families harboring infected individuals, not going to hospitals, and then everyone dying in the night while Grandma got up to eat.
I did notice a liquor store on the route.
Sergeant, we don't need alcohol right now.
Just an observation, sir.
Duly noted. Alcohol is noted.
If we complete the mission successfully, we could credit a chance.
We can celebrate back at the McCoy's bunker.
There ain't no alcohol at the McCoy's bunker.
Oh, you're right. It is a dry house. Well, damn. All right, well, maybe we'll stop on the way out and get some alcohol, or maybe we'll have a party there and hole up for the night. With this bus, we can go pretty much anywhere we need to go. The McCoy bunker serves as a main hub, but this is a mobile HQ.
What's so beautiful about it?
It's got beautiful chairs in the back. I went and raided a Lazy Boy furniture store. All right, boys. This is looking like the hospital. We're not going to go in on the emergency side. That seems like a suicide mission. Actually, that does have the fastest access to the surgical wings. All right, boys. Combat gear on. I want you to keep those masks on. We do not know if this virus inside here is airborne. Things can change in closed environments. This will also keep any of the blood off of our faces, as it's going to get bloody in here. All right, stack up.
Stacked up.
Let's get in there. Emergency wing is...
brighter than I expected.
Yeah, there's still some down in the wings. It's a good and a bad sign that there aren't many in the emergency wings, but it might be because all the infected poured out into other areas.
I got your back, Captain.
Alright, now mission parameters tell us that we do not look for any survivors. There is nothing worth value here other than the potential for a cure.
Oh! Ah!
Watch yourself, Private. Are you all right?
No, I'm all right. I'm just a scratch.
All right. Check one of these medical areas and get some bandages. Here, first aid kit right here.
They got me on my neck, sir.
I got you on your neck. Oh, damn, Private. Good job on not dying from it. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette real fast. You know what's nice about these gas masks? You can put the cigarettes right up to the filter. The double filtered cigarette. The boys tell me that it's less likely to give you cancer.
I believe that, sir.
Ooh, I'm in highly critical, sir.
All right, I'm gonna need you to rest inside one of these rooms here. Get inside this room and rest. There you go. All right, you're one of those people that's sleeps the opposite direction in the bed, huh? All right.
There you go.
That's an old army trick.
We'll return after these messages.
Welcome back to the studio, everybody. As you know, my name is Isabun, and we do have sponsorships here on the show, and today's sponsorship is none other than Suzuki with their patented Quad Ruiner. Now, you might ask yourself, what's patented about it? It's got a push-start feature, run-flat tires, that's right. In the apocalypse, you don't want to have something happen to where you are stuck suddenly. Auxiliary gas tank on the back here with another propane tank for those extended adventures with a tent. Now, obviously, it's a vehicle, so we got to see how she handles. Sarah, come with me. Sarah's my assistant, and she's going to be another reviewer for us. As you can see, the Suzuki Quad Ruiner turns on a dime. Now, that's exactly what you want in the apocalypse. You don't want to be sitting there trying to do a 8.256, any kind of weird decimal-related point turns that you might need to do in the apocalypse. You want to hop in and get going. And the Quad Ruiner by Suzuki might just be for you. Now I want to showcase some of the acceleration and handling on this beast. And she's handling like this in the rain. I want to point that out to all of you watching at home, that this is how it handles in the rain. Now, let's have a scenario here. We're surrounded. We've got lots of zombies coming in on all sides. How are we going to get out of this situation? Now see, we've obviously got a problem on our hands because we have lots of zombies both following us, and I seem to have lost my assistant. Now, how are we going to get out of this situation? Obviously, we're going to use the Suzuki Quad Ruiner. See, now this is the vehicle of choice for everyone. Oh, well, Sarah might be dead. Come on, Sarah. You know how it is at the studio. You gotta be a little self-sufficient. There we go, Sarah. Good job. That's why you're my assistant, because you know how to survive, and you know that I'm not going to come for you, because it's all about personal responsibility here at Isabun Productions. Let's go ahead and get back to the studio where it's safer. I mean, folks, just look at this thing. You can pull right into a building straight out of the rain and get to drying yourself off post-haste. Ooh. Now that was quite the ride. And Sarah, you didn't even lose your bunny ears. I am so proud of you. Those are hard to order these days. Well, folks, there you have it. The Quad Ruiner by Suzuki. Be sure to stop in at your local Jimmy's Quad Runners and Motorcycles to try yours out today. Now, let's go ahead and get back to our regular scheduled program. Thank you.
I think I'm good to go.
All right, then hang on. Let's keep going, boys. Gotta find those stairs.
Damn, I thought I had enough time to finish the cigarette.
Close quarters, I'm gonna use this. Use my Glock.
It is dark. Even the night vision.
They probably gave us fucking faulty hardware again. Oh. Reloading.
Get shot.
Man, I don't know how there's so many people in the hospital gift shop. Those prices are horrible. Grandma doesn't need fake flowers. She needs fucking kids to come visit her. Ungrateful bastards. Like, oh, Grandma, I'm so sorry that you're in the hospital. Here, have some fucking shitty flowers I bought in the hospital for you. I'm so thoughtful. Oh, God.
More coming in the card store.
Well, get well soon, I guess. You can't get me that easy. I'm sorry. Now, do we see any stairwells?
If I were a betting man.
I think we have to backtrack.
'Cause they seem to be coming from somewhere. Oh, well, that's a lot of them right there. Keep firing, I'll handle some in the front.
I'm out of ammo.
Keep backing up, Sergeant. I got you. You're not gonna hurt any of my boys.
Come back. Down this way. Found the stairs.
Hang on, Private. We got a little bit of chopping to do. Oh, that's quite a bit. Back up, Sergeant. We need to go back to where the Private's at. You back down there, Private?
I'm back down at the gift shop. I think they're just pouring out down the stairs.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a situation on this end, too.
Reloading.
I got you covered. I'm a master with this blade. You know how they train with the whole Sharpie fighting thing? The other guy didn't even touch me.
Oh my lord.
Come on! Let me show you how we do it in my neck of the woods.
I'm helping the Private.
I am starting to get backed up here a little bit. I'll show him a little bit of my
Drop it down
CQC.
from the top.
I'm a master of close quarters combat. All right. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, conserve your ammo. Let's start making our way. Oh. All right. Let's take these stairs up. Good find, Private.
More stairs up.
Absolutely amazing. Keep taking them. Keep taking them.
Clearing. Lots of them. There they come.
Yeah, weapons free. Pick your engagement. Big doors up ahead.
I've had some operating rooms.
No, I thought they would go through these big doors right here into the main hall. Bigger room, easier to fight them in. Lights are on too. Oh, get ready.
You got company.
Watch your corners. I'll watch right. Count your shots if you can. Oh, got big pouring out. Light him up. Reloading.
Mostly clear.
It's clear. All right. I think we're on the third floor. We're on the top floor. I think it's one of those damn it's one of them hospitals that does the B1 shit. Get ready for this door to collapse. Watch your corners. Oh. Some at both sides. Yep, one door open. Here they're coming. Good work, good work.
Are we looking for roof access?
No, not roof access. We're not gonna get a helicopter extract right now. Start checking some of these rooms. My God, these look like surgical suites. And there were dozens of doctors in here. It's what I thought. It's exactly what I thought. Why were there this many doctors in one room?
I found some syringes.
Found syringes? What kind?
I can't tell what's in them. They look empty though.
I got a little dossier here that tells me what to look for.
No, I found them.
Found them?
I found them.
Oh yeah, there's one right here. Hang on, boys. We got them. I got 5 right here. There's a few more over here. Yep, there's 2 more on this counter right here.
Nothing else in that bottom room.
Nothing else in the bottom room? I'll tell you right now, these rooms are operating rooms. They were doing something here. Not a word of this gets out. We found it in a cabinet. You understand? We did not find it in a surgical theater. The public knew that. They'd put 2 and 2 together, and there is a almost 0% chance that they were testing this on people.
Right next to the nursery, sir?
I don't want to think about it being next to the nursery. Okay?
Storage. Oh my God! I found a syringe pack.
Syringe pack? Take that. Take that with you. Take that with you. That might not have any of the cure. It might just have some of the samples and prototypes in it. But take that with you. And remember, you scrub all the knowledge about there being a nursery here. All right? You found it in a medical cabinet, storage, locked, and it was clearly labeled. Mention that too. Now let's backtrack and get out of here. Mission accomplished for the most part, boys. There's no reason for us to risk our lives past this. We'll extract back out the way we came, hit the highway, and before you know it, we'll be back home.
The civilian infected have heard the noise.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, so much blood. I'm slipping on the blood.
Don't slip on the blood, Private. Just run around the bodies. All right. Oh, who's back there getting accosted? You got any more on you?
No, they're just stacking up at the door at the end of this hallway.
All right. Let's keep a move on, boys. Back out the
We're
way
out.
we came.
We're out.
All right, you boys first, then me last. Pile in.
I'm in.
Excellent work, boys. That's the kind of shit that gets it done. If they had us in Louisville, they repeated us 300 times, they might not have lost this place. Now, the fastest way back is going to be basically the way we came up through the highway again. Luckily, there shouldn't be any surprises on the way back.
Seen enough surprises for today.
I would say coming across the zombie virus outside of a fucking nursery is something I wasn't expecting. And I don't really want to think about why it's there. Well, we definitely got a type of vaccine here. Whether or not it's exactly what they need that's up to the eggheads, not me. This thing was labeled, it said, Knox County Vaccine 1. Now the other ones are labeled 1 through 15, so either that's an empirical style of data keeping where they're just labeling them 1 through 15 for inventory, or it's different strains. Chances are patient 0 may have been at Louisville General. They can certainly try, but they're not going to get in through here. I used only the finest random bits of metal I could find to reinforce this. It's about up to standard for the Army Corps engineers, so I figured it's not too bad. Well, good enough for someone who's not paid to be a damn engineer. Not that there's anything wrong with being an engineer, it's just I don't got the kind of time for that.
Well, we're too busy out here, so...
Engineering stuff, they always want you to learn a bunch of numbers, and the only kind of numbers I'm really concerned with are body counts and success stories. Everything else is trivial.
You saying you slept with a lot of women?
I don't have to answer that, Sergeant. That is classified information on a need-to-know basis. Nice thing about the military not being here anymore is that I don't have to stop and show my fucking identification papers. I do think that time that I had to show my registration card after I had left for literally 2 minutes and it was the same person, I know they were fucking with me. Military needs those little stamps they put on your hand at parties.
At least a Sharpie, you draw a little X on your hand.
Oh, now don't you worry. I know we talked about getting drinks, but my first aid kit contains a bottle of bourbon. For celebratory reasons. And, for last drink reasons.
Celebrate successfully administered first aid.
Or if you know that you're going to die anyway and you can't apply all the first aid you would need to survive, you can down one last drink before you die. I can't wait to get a hold of Washington, radio them, let them know that we were successful. And all we got to do then is just kick back, watch reruns of whatever the hell those McCoys had on VHS and wait for extraction. Because Washington isn't going to leave us behind. And they might have abandoned Knox County, but I'd be surprised if they would be willing to give up assets like us and the cure. And trust me, we're going to get out of here, because if it comes down to it, boys, I'll use that as a leverage tool. We risked everything to get that damn thing. We're going to get out of here with it.
Worried we did such a good job, they're going to ask us to stay and clean up.
There's always a chance of that. There could be other things that are of value that they need us to acquire. The military was working on prototype lightsabers at one point.
In this county?
Yeah, and they were making it in Kentucky. It's the last place you'd think to look for working lightsabers. You gotta admit, it's the last place you'd look, right? I was surprised when I heard it.
Well, that's why I was surprised.
Yeah. Kentucky, all places. I mean, it makes sense. I think that's what surprised me, is that the military did something that made sense. But look, boys, we're back home. Well, our new home.
Our stable home.
Yeah. Good job. I'm proud of you boys. Gotta get inside and, I'm gonna take this mask off. Jesus Christ, this thing is very cumbersome.
Can we park the bus inside of here?
Yeah, we can pull the bus in. Probably be good for it so it doesn't get too rained on constantly.
I don't want it to rust.
I'd hope it would. Oh, it is military. Yeah, you're right. I pull it in so it doesn't rust. Safe and sound, and if any raiders come by, they won't know what we have. All right, boys, meet in the living room for debrief. I'm beyond impressed with your capabilities. And I'm sure Washington is going to want to reward us very handsomely. Private, I'm going to promote you in the field. It's my directive. I'm allowed to do so. You're now going to be private first class.
Really?
Nah, I'm gonna move you up to specialist. Don't. You thought I was gonna keep you in the same private bracket? That's funny. For you, Sergeant, I think we're gonna keep you right there. We're gonna probably move you up a couple. I'm gonna think about it. Think about where I want you to be, because honestly, you in that hallway and me, you really showed your chops. I appreciate you. You had my back. I mean, we both had our knives out. We're going at it. And look at that form. God.
You just get back to me, sir.
Either way, boys, proud of you. I have to get a hold of Washington. I want the rest of you to get some nice R&R in. Feel free to take a dip in the pool. But for right now, you're all dismissed. Whew. Well, I'll be. Now that is showing how it's done. Boy, they sure do train those boys well. I imagine they'd be able to scale a wall using nothing but some sugar-free gum and dental floss. That's dentist approved. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. I sure do appreciate you tuning in. My name is Issabon, and they say you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. Good night, everyone.